Italy has long occupied a central position in NATO's southern flank. Sitting at the crossroads of Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa, Italy's security has always been tied to the shifting balance in the Mediterranean. With Libya unstable, Syria still a hotspot, and North Africa increasingly shaped by drone and missile proliferation, Italy has moved to reinforce its defenses with two powerful systems, SAMP-T and CAMM-ER. Together, they form the backbone of Italy's air and missile defense network, protecting both its own territory and NATO's wider southern approaches. This story is not only about Italian hardware. It is about how NATO adapts to a world where missile and drone threats are no longer confined to major powers, but are spreading across fragile states and irregular actors. Italy's shield is becoming NATO's shield. The Mediterranean is once again a contested theater. Where the Cold War saw US and Soviet fleets vying for influence, today it is a patchwork of state and non-state actors armed with increasingly sophisticated long-range weapons. Conflicts in Libya and Syria introduced cheap drones and cruise missiles into the region. Iran's reach into the Levant, Turkey's ambitions in the eastern Mediterranean, and Russia's military foothold in Syria all add layers of risk. Italy, as the NATO country closest to these flashpoints, cannot rely solely on distant allies for protection. Its air bases, ports, and cities are within range of potential missile and drone strikes. The answer has been to build a multi-layered defense, systems that can intercept threats at long range, medium range, and short range, on land and at sea. At the top of Italy's defensive pyramid stands SAMP-T, developed in cooperation with France under the Eurosam consortium. Using the Aster 30 Block 1NT missile, it is designed to intercept not only aircraft and cruise missiles, but also short-range ballistic missiles. With a range of over 120 kilometers and advanced radar integration, SAMP-T represents Europe's most credible alternative to the US-built Patriot system. For Italy, SAMP-T is deployed to protect key regions and infrastructure. In a crisis, batteries can be moved to cover ports, cities, or forward-deployed NATO forces. What makes the system particularly valuable is its interoperability. It speaks the same digital language as NATO's integrated air defense network, allowing Italy's shield to plug directly into the wider alliance grid. Complementing SAMP-T is the CAMM-ER, Common Anti-Air Modular Missile, Extended Range. Developed with strong Italian input through Leonardo, CAMM-ER provides medium-range coverage with a 45-kilometer envelope. It is highly mobile, can be deployed on trucks, and requires less logistic support compared to larger systems. This flexibility is vital in the modern threat environment. Drones and loitering munitions can appear suddenly. Convoys and military formations need their own mobile cover. CAMM-ER is designed exactly for this, protecting troops, convoys, and temporary installations. It can also be deployed on naval platforms, reinforcing Italy's FREMM frigates and future PPA ships. No shield works without eyes. Italy's Kronos ESA radar family, produced by Leonardo, ties the system together. Kronos provides 360-degree surveillance, rapid target tracking, and the ability to guide multiple interceptors simultaneously. Italy's Navy benefits particularly from this synergy. FREMM and PPA warships equipped with Kronos and Aster missiles can create floating air defense bubbles, escorting NATO convoys or securing sea lanes. This maritime layer means Italy is not just defending its own coastline, but also projecting protection deep into the Mediterranean. While Italy fortifies the Mediterranean, the Baltic is defended by another NATO newcomer, Sweden. Stockholm's Gripen fighters, armed with Meteor missiles and Saab Giraffe radars, provide a northern mirror to Italy's southern shield. Though there is little direct connection between Rome and Stockholm, the logic of NATO's posture becomes clear. One flank relies on mobile fighters and agile sensors across the forests and islands of the Baltic, The other relies on layered missile defenses and naval integration in the open waters of the Mediterranean. Together, they create a north-south balance within the alliance. Italy does not need to coordinate directly with Sweden to make this work. Their very positions make them complementary. Imagine a sudden escalation in North Africa. Armed groups, supplied with drones and cruise missiles, launch attacks against NATO logistics routes and southern bases. Italy responds by deploying CAMM-ER batteries near its ports, while SAMP batteries guard Rome and Naples. Meanwhile, a FREMM frigate sails into the central Mediterranean, its Aster missiles ready to intercept threats beyond the horizon. The result? A multi-layered umbrella that shields not only Italian soil, but also NATO's ability to flow reinforcements. Now contrast this with a Baltic scenario. Russian missiles launched from Kaliningrad are tracked by Swedish Giraffe radars and Polish batteries, while Gripen fighters intercept targets early. Different geography, different methods, but the same logic: multi-layered defense across NATO's flanks. Italy's approach resonates beyond Europe. As China develops hypersonic glide vehicles, long-range missiles, and swarms of drones, U.S. allies in the Indo-Pacific, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and the Philippines, face a similar challenge. How to layered defenses that combine land-based interceptors, mobile naval units, and integrated sensors. The Italian model shows that even mid-sized powers can build credible shields if they combine long-range systems with flexible mobile interceptors and tie everything together with robust radars. In this sense, Italy offers not only protection to NATO, but also a blueprint for partners across the world. SAMP and CAMM-ER are not just weapons. They represent Italy's transformation into NATO's southern bastion. From ports and cities to convoys and naval task groups, Italy's layered shield gives the alliance confidence that the Mediterranean is defended against the missile and drone era. Sweden and the Baltic may take the headlines for NATO's northern expansion, but without Italy, the alliance would be dangerously exposed in the south. Together, they form the unspoken symmetry of NATO's defense grid. As the security environment grows more volatile, Italy's investments in these systems underline a larger truth. The survival of NATO's collective defense rests not only on the United States, but on Europe's own ability to innovate, integrate, and defend. If you found this analysis valuable, consider supporting our channel. Every comment, subscription, and share helps us bring forward serious, in-depth discussions on global defense and strategy. NATO's future, Italy's shield, and the broader security balance are issues that deserve sober attention, and with your support, we can continue to provide it. Stay engaged, stay informed, and let's build this community together.